Git conflicts are very common in software development, especially when multiple developers are collaborating on the same codebase. A Git conflict happens when two or more developers make changes to the same file, or when one developer, for example, deletes a file while the other developer was modifying it. When these changes are attempted to be merged to a single branch, like master, for example, Git cannot automatically determine which change to accept, whether it's from the first developer or the second, which leads to a conflict. I'm going to demonstrate how such a conflict can happen in a real application. Okay, so we have a strings.xml file, as with all of the real-world application. And in our example, we have 100 strings. Okay, in a real application, you will have hundreds, if not thousands, of strings actually. And it's very, very common that two developers modify the strings.xml file at the same time. Okay, especially when working on different features. Every feature will have its own set of strings, which need to be added to this file. Okay, so we have this branch, the master branch, and we're going to check out to the first feature branch. Okay, so just click there and click on new branch. I will call this feature slash first. Okay, and inside feature slash first, which we just checked out to, navigate to the strings.xml file and add a new string. This will be feature underscore first. Let's give it that string. Okay, so we modified our strings.xml file on this feature branch. We're going to add that change, and we're going to commit it with a commit-m for message. Added first feature string. Okay, after that, go ahead and push your changes. And at the same time, we're going to simulate that another developer was working on another feature branch. Okay, so here from master, we're going to check out to another branch, and remember that in master, we don't have that change yet. Okay, because we didn't pull the update from that feature branch. Okay, so it's still on that feature branch. So from master, another developer used another branch to create a second feature in the application. And inside that second feature, he added a string. What did we call it? Feature second. Is that correct? And in here, let's give it a label second feature. Okay, we're going to do the same for this branch as well with git add, git commit, add second feature string, and push that change, okay, to this branch. And now we have each feature branch with its own version of the strings.xml file, and we have our master branch, which contains neither, okay, neither change from this or that branch. So the first developer decided to merge that branch to master, which we can simulate by git pull, and here we have some suggestions. We're going to use feature first. Okay, click on pull. One file committed in or updated in one commit. Go to your strings.xml file. You will see that this is the first feature string, which was added from feature first. Okay, and that's good so far. But now the second developer also wants to push his changes to this branch. So what would happen in that case? Let's make sure that git status, we need to first push these changes. Okay, so execute git push. And as you can see right there, we still have added first feature and added second feature. But if you notice in the Get tab right there, you have added first feature string for origin feature first and origin master right there. Okay, because that was merged into master, the change which happened on feature first branch. Okay, now we want to merge the second developer's changes. So we would also go to git execute a pull, and right there we want to pull from that branch. Okay, click on feature second and click on pull. And there you have the dreaded conflicts window. Okay, this is what happens when two or more developers modify the same file, which happened right there. And to investigate what happened, you just double click on this file right there. Okay, so double click on that. And here, as you can see, you will get a window. By default, you will see this view. Okay, but because you have lots of lines of code, and with fragments and activities and maybe composables in the future, you will have much larger files. Okay, and it's not always easy to find where the change happened. Okay, so you can press on this button, which is collapse unchanged fragments. Okay, so press on it, and there you have just the change which happened. And as you can see, you have feature first from master, which was already existing on master before we pulled from feature second. And in feature second, we have this string. Okay. And in the result so far, we don't have this or that. Okay. By default, changes are not taken. Instead, you can choose which change to accept and which change to ignore. Okay, so if I accept feature first, as you can see, it will be added to the result of this branch for master. And I can also add this string for the result, but I will ignore it. Okay, as you can see, you will get all changes have been processed. And after that, you can click on apply. And just like that, you have one file updated and one commit. Okay, and that's how you handle a git conflict in Android. Let's now see how we can avoid these conflicts in the first place. Okay, especially on the master branch. So let's suppose our master branch got updated from somewhere with a new feature. Okay, for this main activity. Let's go ahead and add that change, commit that change with new feature and push it. Okay, let's head back to our feature second, where we made a change right there with second feature. Okay, let's also add that change and commit it. Let's just write second feature, git push. And now you have master updated from somewhere else, and you have feature second also updated. Okay, instead of directly pulling from master these changes, instead, before pushing your changes, you have to first pull master into this branch, okay, to make sure that you always have the latest version of master or any other branch that you're working on, may it be master or develop, for example. What you should do before making any push on your own is that you should pull these changes from the target branch, which you want to merge to. Okay, so that you can make sure that any conflicts that happen will only happen locally on your side. Okay, when you solve them on this branch, you will not face this problem on the master branch anymore. And I'm going to show you how. Okay, so here I'm going to pull from master to trigger this merge conflict. Let's pull. And here, as you can see, we have a conflict, which is now going to be solved on our feature second. okay, instead of master. Double click on that file, triple click on that file. It will not open. Okay, that's it. So we have new feature and second feature. We will want a new feature and we will want second feature as well. Our changes have been processed. Make sure you always have this toggle because it's a lifesaver. Okay, and I really mean that. So click on apply, and here you have the changes right there. Okay, inside your main activity. And now, if you click or write get status, you are prompted to use get push. So write get push to update your local branch feature second. And after that, you will now go to your master branch and you will want to pull that feature from second branch. Okay, now you'll pull that feature properly because the developer working on the second branch already fixed the conflicts on his branch, okay, before pushing the changes. So here, just select feature second, not feature news, and click pull. As you can see, that's the new second feature. Okay, so always before pushing changes locally to your branch to submit a new change, make sure that you always pull the latest version from master or the target branch. Okay, and this really requires a lot of communication with the other Android developers or any other developers for that matter. Okay, you need to always collaborate with your colleagues so that you can know what he or she is doing and vice versa. Okay, because then your colleague can explain to you what happened and why he or she had to modify, for example, the strings.xml or the main activity, so that you can take into account that change, basically, okay, and fix the merge conflicts effectively. So that's very crucial when working in teams, okay? So as you can see, working with Git can be frustrating sometimes, but if you follow the measures that we illustrated in this video, you should be good to go. Okay, remember that effective communication is very important, especially when dealing with these projects. Okay, and always make sure that you're working on separate branches to avoid even more conflicts than that. Okay, so as you saw, we had different feature branches which we were working on. And even with feature branches, we had some merge conflicts. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just work on separate branches and always communicate so that you can know what the other developer modified so that you can handle those changes locally. Okay, before pushing your changes and before letting them be handled on master. Okay. If you like my type of content and you find it to be relatable, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for future content, and I'll see you in the next video.